Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to International Research Class. For this time, we will discuss about the generating synthetics monthly rainfall. Some days ago, we have success to discuss about how to generating synthetics daily rainfall. In that discussion, we have produced the strong R programming to support our generating synthetics daily rainfall success. Okay, for this time, we will continue our study about the how to generating synthetics monthly rainfalls. In this case, we are not focused to the zero data or not rainfall data, because in the monthly rainfall data, the all data is rainfall. It means no zero rainfall in the monthly rainfall data. So I think this topic is easier than we are generating the synthetics daily rainfall data. For our discussion today, we are still based on the one best paper about the how to generating synthetics rainfall for the various time scale, daily, monthly, and yearly. Okay. For this time, we only focus to the rainfall data. In this research article, for the monthly rainfall data, we just focus to the how to the estimates the parameter alpha and beta, and then we are use the quantile function to generate the monthly rainfall data. So we of course produce the strong R programming to support our discussion today can be success in the generating monthly rainfall data. Okay. For our focus, we are open our R programming. Okay, this R programming to support our discussion today in the generating synthetics monthly rainfall data. Okay, for the first time, we will open our data. Okay, let's open our data. Read CSV, file choose. Okay, so we try to find our data in the hujan Pekanbaru. Okay, this is our data. Open. So our data start in the 19,000. We try to type the heat data. Okay, you can check here. There is four column for our data. The first column for the yearly, and then the second column for the months, and third column for the day, and the fourth column for our data rainfall. Okay, and then the last data, we can type the tail data. Okay, you can see here's our data, the last data in the 2000X. Okay, so you must be remember, if we give the type the data, you can check here. There are too much data. Okay, there are 6,940 data. So in the monthly data, okay, we try to take the totally daily data for the each month, for the each years. For example, we need the totally in daily data for January only, for each years. Maybe in the 2007, 2008, 2006, and then 2005, only we need the totally daily rainfall data only for the January. And then, of course, we need the data, totally daily data for the February, for the each years. So it's mean, for example, we need the February rainfall in the 2007. It's mean we must take the summation for the all daily rainfall data only for the February in the 2007. And then, for example, for the 2000X, we need the rainfall for the February. So it means you must take the summation for the all daily rainfall only in the February on the 2000X, 2006, I mean. So you can imagine that this is need the strong R programming to the capture or to take the total daily rainfall only for the specific months in the specific years. Okay, you can show this program. Okay, this program, the first program, we must check our data. It's mean we must make sure January always in the January always in the each years. February we take the February for the each year. It means we must make sure in the each years in our discussion today have the January, February until December. Okay. If we run our data in the check data, and then we give name the DD is mean a checks data, you can check here when we are types DD, you can check here, for example, January, there is January for the each years start in the 1990 until 2000X, and then February, and then March until December. Okay, for the all months years, there are in the each years. So it's mean if we make sure for the each years there is a January, February until December, it is easy for us to make the second program. The second program is try to take the daily rainfall data totally for the specific months, specific years. For example, start of step 1, it means we need the totally daily rainfall for the January. For the years, for the each years, DD January, it means starting in the 1990 until the 2000X. Okay. So if we are run this program, okay, we run our program and we give name data one. So we run. Okay, you can check here's data one. So data one, you can check here's in the 1990, we have the totally daily rainfall for the January only around the 279.4. And then for the 2000X, for the January only, we have the totally daily rainfall 255.6. So you can check here in the data one, we only have the 3 column. The third column for the month January, and then for the second column is the for each year. For the each year, of course, have the January, and then the third column is the totally daily rainfall for the specific month and the specific years. Okay. After we have this data, we try to simulate. Okay, we try to simulate. Okay, you can check this SEM1. It means we are simulate the rainfall data for the January only for the 100 times. We will take the output in the 5 column. The first for the months. The second column for means for the real data, the third column for the mean of the simulated data, and then the fourth column for the maximum rainfall in the real data, and the fifth column for the maximum rainfall data for the simulation. Okay, of course, in the program, we need the THNI. THNI, it means replicate the ones January until 100 times. And then you make a cancel for the first and the second column. The first column months, second column years. Remember that we must use the data one, not data. Data one. Data is the first data. But data one after we are try to find the daily total for the specific month and the specific years. Okay. After that, we need the parameters gamma, alpha. We use that moment techniques. In the moment techniques, we have knowns. The alpha is mean data power 2 divide the variance data. For the beta, it's mean variance data divide the mean data. This is the parameter data when we are trying to find with the moment techniques. After that, this is the key of the discussion today. We need the random gamma in the R software to generate data with the gamma distribution with the specified alpha and the beta. In the theoretical, when we are read the research article, the research article say in the mostly you are only need the quantile function to the max to the produce monthly synthetic rainfall data. So in the R software, there is tools we call that R gamma or random gamma. This function to the generates data with the specifics, the parameter. Okay. After that, we need the second column or the mean for the real data. We call that M and X. M and B is for the mean of the simulated data. Max O, it is for the maximum real data. Max S is for maximum the synthetic monthly rainfall data. So we can run our data. We run our data. Okay, run data here, and we check. Okay, we checks. Yes. And then you control V here. You delete the function, and then you type enter, and then you can see our programming is the best or the strong programming. You can check here. This is the one simulation or the first simulation. This is 100 simulation. Okay. So in the first column is the months. This for the January only. In the second month is the mean rainfall for the real data. The same value for the 100 times because this comes from the real data. The search column is mean from the simulation. Okay, we have the 100 value for the mean of the simulation rainfall. This is for the first simulation, second simulation, third simulation, until the 100th simulation. And then in the fourth column is the maximum monthly rainfall for January. Of course, the same value for the 100 times. And then the last column, in the fifth column, this is maximum monthly rainfall for each simulation. We have the 100 value. The all value is different. Okay, you can check here. Okay, our program for the first month or the 4th January success. So after that, we are trying to take the mean real data. We give name as a simulation data. We give name sim1 OK. Sim1 OK is mean the mean of the simulated rainfall data in the search column. SEB1 OK is mean the real mean data, the mean monthly rainfall for the real data in the second column. And then MSIM1 OK, it mean the mean for the simulation for the maximum monthly rainfall data for January only, and then produced by the simulation in the fifth column. And then an MSEB1 OK, it means the maximum data from the real data in the fourth column. Okay, you can run here. Okay, you can check if you want to know the simulate the rainfall data for the monthly, you can copy here and you can paste here. You can check for the 100 time in the search column. We must use the one values for the representative. So we take only for the mean data. So we use the mean. Okay. So we have success to run our program for the January. For the February, we are use the same programming, but we must change the name. We give the number 2. And then in the month or the BLN, we use the 2 years. And then we use, don't forget to use name the data 2. Okay, data 2 for the start of step 2, for the months 2, and then we must use the sims 2. Sims 2, use the data 2 and replicate 2 until 100 times. And don't forget text data 2 years and data 2 years. until we are produced in the December months, until the December month. Okay, like for example, this one, start option 12 for December. Don't forget, use the 12 months. So if you ask me why we don't change for this one, you must be remember for the all years, for the each month there are in the each years. It means January. There is January starting in the 1919 until 2000X. There is the February starting in the 1990 until the 2000X until December. There is a December starting in the 1990 until the 2000X. So no problem if we use the for all months DD dollar January, because the same value for the all month. Okay. So after we are produced until the 12 months, we run our data. Okay, we run our programming here. We runs for the all programming. Okay, you can run your all programming until the start of set 1. Okay, you can come to the console. We are waiting for the program still running. It takes time to the waiting the programs running. Okay, there's very best program. The all months can be done with well. Okay, after we run for the all months, so we need the variable sim. Sim is mean we try to take the sim once okay, sim 2 okay until the sim 12 okay. And then we need a SEB for the mean rainfall data for the real data. Start from the January, February until December. MSIM, it means this is the 4 maximum monthly rainfall data from the generating data. And MSEB is the maximum monthly rainfall data from the real data. Okay, we run this program. Okay, we try to make the plot. Okay, you can check the plot here. Okay, we have the 2 kind of plots. The first plot, the mean rainfall observation versus the mean rainfall simulation. You can check here for the all months starting in January until the December. Our simulation have success to the capture the real data, real mean rainfall data starting in January until December. It means the red one representative our real data, and the black one representative the simulation. We have success because you can check the same value. Okay, the all data from the simulation can capture the all data from the real data. And then, and the second plot is for the maximum rainfall data. You can check here for the January, February, June, July, August, September, October, and November, very success to capture the maximum rainfall from the real data. But for the March, April, May, and December, our technique in the simulation rainfall, monthly rainfall data is not too good, because we can check here. The red one is the representative maximum rainfall data from the real data, and the black one is the maximum rainfall data from the simulation technique. We can check here for the March, April, May, and December, not too good in the capture. There are long distance between the real maximum and the simulated maximum. But for the January, February, June, July, August, September, October, November, we are success to the capture the maximum rainfall data from the real data by maximum rainfall data from the simulation. Okay, for the student or the researchers, if want to know or want to see the programming, we can open the slowly here. You can check by yourself and then try to make the good research about the how to generate monthly rainfall data. Okay, we have the first program to make sure in the each years in our data have the January until the December. And then in the second program, this is for to take the total of daily rainfall for the specific month and the specific years. And then the sixth programming is for simulates. Again, for the simulates. This is only for the January. For the February until December, you only change the names and don't forget put this months. This is 2, it's mean the February, and don't forget to give name this data 2 and then make the simulation 2. Don't forget give this data 2 years and then replicate 2 until 100 times, and then forget change to data 2 in years data 2. And then for the March until December, you must change the number of months. Okay, and then the others. Okay, this is the program, the best programming that the international research class produce. You can use this programming to the simulate monthly rainfall data for the different data, of course. Okay, I think this is good programming, and then I hope our discussion today can motivate, can give motivation to you to success in the produce the best research, especially in the generating synthetic monthly rainfall data. Radu Yendra, International Research Class. See you again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.